Welcome, Abby. We are in harvest mode because
Yes.
you have been with me on our Reclaim Your Power Bootcamp. We spent 28 days of getting back in the driver's seat of our lives. So I'm really curious about what you took out of that space and what you're using it for to transform your
Actually
life.
taking the
So
time out
welcome.
to really listen.
Mm,
Um, in the wheel of consciousness, that there's the discipline, where you speak about the coach.
mm,
I hang on that because I think that's the one place where if you could look at a particular situation with a few different views,
yeah,
um, you can then actually stand outside and
yeah,
look in on the situation. And then identifying what it is that's hijacking the process for you,
mm,
and then just trying, attempting a different angle than rather the default that you normally go to. So for me, that was really great. I must say, what was great also was the in the beginning when you had the questions around what's your struggles, what would you like to hire, what would you like to fire. That actually was the introduction to
yeah.
also that piece where you step back and go, okay, so this is a struggle. So what is it about the struggle? So those interview questions for me really brought a lot of clarity
Yeah.
around before getting to the actual wheel of consciousness.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So that helped. So that helped.
Fantastic. And that's the first step in any breakthrough process. It is to have
Correct.
clarity. Because if we don't know
Yeah.
what we are dealing with, how are we going
Can
to work on it and
do it.
transition that space, and
Exactly.
so I love that you enjoyed the different steps in the process of getting you ready to actually step
Yeah.
into the disciplines, practice the disciplines, and of course also feel the struggle of what you're meeting, because it would be a lie to say that this is easy.
No, it's not
Not
easy.
not
It's not
easy,
easy at all. Not
because that
easy at
is
all.
why we struggle, right? I mean, we carry so many things with us. So if we want to have a journey of breaking through and reclaiming our power, we got to face some of the tough stuff. So Abby, what does it mean for you to reclaim your power? What power have you reclaimed?
Um, like you said, confidence, I think, is a big one.
Yeah.
Um, um, Taking the time out to listen.
Mm,
And I mean, like the one situation where we were in our what, with our sessions. If I can just refer to one, was the one where you used the word around manipulation, and that to me was like, this is something I need to really look at
mm,
and be better at, because
yeah.
that's not what I want to hand out. So it was being more confident, listening a little bit more. It's made me more decisive, I think, and I must say it's calmed me down in the way that I deal with things. So I do slow down now, and I don't
Right.
rush it when I deal with it. So
Yeah.
it's I think it's made me a better, I don't want to use the word, maybe I should use the word, a leader
Yeah.
in dealing with issues in my environment, specifically at my workplace,
Mm.
because there's so much. And I think within my home as
Fantastic
well.
steps. So was there anything, Abby, that surprised you in the boot camp?
Well, I think I've shared this with you already, but it was just the where things come from
Yeah.
and what we need to work on
Mm.
and how we need to progress forward.
Mm.
So that was one of the big takeouts for me, where we think that we've dealt with stuff and then
Yeah.
we actually haven't.
Mm.
Um, and then it surfaces when we get invited,
Yeah.
and it actually just stares you in the face, and you really have to think around, how do I deal with this differently?
Absolutely.
So that to me was really a big a takeout of the whole course, because there's a lot of things I thought that I dealt with.
Mm.
but not really. I actually suppressed it.
Yeah.
Was coming out of the basement into the rooms and going, opening the
Exactly.
windows and going like, hello, it's me, I'm
Hello. In
right
the boot
here.
camp. So how was that for you to journey alongside a group?
I think that was absolutely amazing. Number one, I wasn't on my own.
Yeah.
Lots of people were feeling the way I was feeling. You got the support from the group. The platform was a trusting, safe environment, which of course was, you brought that in, around setting the terms around how we would be with each other. And I think it just allowed us to express ourselves and not be fearful
Mm.
of of consequences or anything like that. So I really enjoyed the group work. I think the support of the others just made it more learning and developing. The journey was more experiential. Yes,
Yes.
that's a good word.
One.
I could experience and I could relate to some of the experiences they were having. They could probably learn from some of the stuff I had experienced. And so a lot of that resonated and made, and because the core was the common ground that we had with each other, that I think that made it a good learning journey. So I actually did tell somebody about your bootcamp today, just to let you know. And I did it because I could see he was struggling, and
Mm.
I just think it was a perfect opportunity for him. I said to him, it's a platform that you could talk about what's holding you back, but then also be given the tools to actually deal with those
Yeah.
things that are holding you back and making it. And this, I mean, this was a staff member of at one of my clubs, and him and I normally chat a lot, and so I know a little bit about him. And so he just came out and told me what was going on, and there was lots going on.
Mm.
So I said to him, this would be such an amazing platform for him to find himself again.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in it.
Abby, it's been such a pleasure to journey with you for these 28 days and to walk next to you and to experience both, what was difficult for you and what you really allowed yourself to break through, because that's, a breakthrough is even greater because it was such a big mountain before.
Said for
Thank
Paul.
you
Yeah,
for all your contributions, the difference you made, also the sharing of your story into the space, which of course has
yeah.
contributed to others also in their breakthrough moments and reclaiming their power.
And thank you to you for making it so easy. Because I mean, if you didn't share so much of what you've gone through, um, then I think we might have looked at you from sitting outside of the situation and not really understanding. But we know that you actually fundamentally understand,
Yeah.
and I think that just made the journey so much easier.
Mm.
And yeah, thank you so much for that.
Oh, it's a great pleasure. Well, we are fellow students in Awakened Leadership, and that's the power of the Awakened Leadership journeys of the depth work
Yes,
in our
yes,
Circles of Change Academy. We're all students, so also the facilitators and coaches. So it's a big part of how we journey alongside our clients, not saying
yeah,
that, we have arrived and we have made it, look what we did. That's not.
yeah.
Um,
No,
of course, the toolkits are developed and our concepts are born out of those depths and the fires of our own journeys. But the journey
yeah,
continues, hey? And I mean, life keeps
yeah.
throwing us, different invitations and curveballs
All the time,
to learn. So
all the time.
that I have even more students walking next to me, so we can do it together, because that's the power of the process. Once we realize we're not on our own,
Oh,
actually,
yes.
when we can be in a community and we can have a travel companion next to us, it just
Yes,
gets a little bit easier.
it makes it a whole lot easier. A whole lot.
Thank you, dear. I so love to have
Thank you.
journeyed with you and looking forward to what
Thank you
what
so
comes
much.
next.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.